Welcome, Cancer, to your Aries New Moon 1 month forecast for the Ascendant, the Sun, or the Moon. Each lunation has its own unique identity. We can talk about new moons, we can talk about the host Aries, we can put them together, and it can be a time of passion, new beginnings, and initiation. But what will it mean for you in particular? I'm going to share your event chart, Cancer, from a Cancerian perspective. By the end of the video, you'll have a clearer understanding of what you can expect over the next 4 weeks in terms of your energy, work, relationships, and finances. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundel. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. But please also click or tap the bell notification symbol. So on the screen, Cancer, is your event chart. The big takeout with the Sun and the Moon in a conjunction is this occurs every 28 days. And it is a chance for them to collaborate, unlike a full moon, where they're not on the best of terms. The Sun, very much about thrust, are more masculine energies, the moon much more to do with nurture and making sure that it feels right. But because all these players in Aries, which is so rare, are gathered right at the top of your chart, this can be a seminal moment for your talents, your goals, your public profile, your leadership qualities, but also if you're not enjoying what you're doing, perhaps a complete change of direction. So it's not one-dimensional. I think that's the most important thing to say. Now, it is a new moon that's very close to Chiron. That's not happened for 4 years, and it's not going to happen for another 50. That's how rare this is. Because Chiron is a circuit through the sky is rather unusual. It takes around about 50 years, but it does spend more time in Aries than any other zodiac sign, and it has been here full time since February 2019. But ironically, is going to be making way in the middle of June for 4 months into Taurus before going into retrograde and returning back into Aries before going into Taurus for the longer haul next April. But Aries energy and Chiron's influence is very much about our wound around our identity. If you've struggled to really, as you see it, make your mark on the world, get the job that's really worthy of your talents. If you're finding it difficult to take on a role which does require living with the spotlight more, it may be to do with Chiron, because somewhere in the mix, you may be having some thoughts or have self-limiting thinking that isn't helping you to really seize that moment with aplomb. So with Chiron in the mix, there's two ways this can go, I feel. You could seek out some professional advice around a life coach. Maybe it could be a video you watch which is inspirational. It may be that your leadership skills are one of your strongest suits and you do encourage other people a lot, but you don't feel very recognized and seen for it. And that can be very common with Chiron. So you may not have Chiron in your natal chart. In terms of percentages, the chances are more people have it there than anywhere else. But for us all collectively, Chiron in Aries, very much about our personal identity. And for you at this time, how you connect to the world. So if you have awkward relationships with your parents, a line manager, with your children, somehow or another, that leadership context is where the work can go in. But of course, we do have Saturn in this part of your chart. He's been here full time since the middle of February. He had that brief visit for just over 3.5 months, or 3 months and a week last year. And you also have Neptune back in this 10th house too, after his brief 6-month visit last year to Aries. And what they're saying to you, Neptune particularly, whatever you do must spark your idealism or your creativity. Mercury, very much about your communication. Is it time to think about retraining, for example? Or can you use your skills to coach other people? But with Mars in that 10th house, it does give you more authority, more assertion, and an ability to strut your stuff in a very powerful way. But its conjunction with Saturn, which hasn't happened for 28 years, is in itself very rare. So if you are wanting to push forwards, and be more ambitious, just know that you could be tested, and that's Saturn. So there's quite a lot of complex influences here. Now, if you are wanting to start your own enterprise, apply for a new job, or you're doing well in your existing career and want to take the next step up the ladder, this can be an extremely positive new moon. But clarity is important with Mercury in the conjunction with Neptune. If you're if you rush things with Mars and are impatient, Saturn could bring up an issue. And if there is some part of your thinking that's not quite as self-assured as it could be, this is your time to try to release that and really move forwards dynamically. So those are the principles. But if we look at the wider chart, that Jupiter Venus sextile is delicious. These are the two planets of fortune, Jupiter the greater benefit, Venus the lesser. But the alliance they're forging suggests your desire to take the first step forwards as an individual, very Aries, ironically, is highlighted, but it's who you're connecting with that's particularly important. So it may be around your professional aspirations, a case of who as much as what you know. But if you are very determined, very clear in your objectives, and you know what you want to achieve, the next month could be sensational because of Mars's link to Pluto. That sextile is exact, and the willpower of these two is extraordinary. So if you're wanting to transform your financial situation through the thrust and confidence you're showing around your worldly interactions, then you are in for a very positive time. But let's just imagine you're not enjoying what you're doing very much at the moment. And it may be a time of transition, and maybe you're doing something at the moment which is actually well paid. It does have some status. You are recognized as being very good at what you do, but it doesn't do one thing that's really important for a water sign like you, and that's feed your soul purpose. So if you're not enjoying it, or you're in a relationship where someone's using their power, it feels to you, to control you, this can be a time when you do set a new course. And it may be a course that doesn't bring you instant rewards. There may be some sacrifice in order to go through that transition. But this is where Jupiter's energy as being about faith rather than luck is so important. So the confidence you show can be rewarded, but it may not give you that reward straight away. I'm going to summarize those four areas for you, Cancer, of work, energy, finances, and relationships. But just to say, my personal horoscope reports, I've sold them for a long time, and they do give people a brilliant opportunity to understand their life journey. But because people are feeling the pinch, but also because I feel so passionate about sharing more technical astrology with people, I've reduced the price. So you pay for one and get three. Please see the link below. You can get your natal life roadmap report, your forecast, but also critically your soul karmic analysis with your draconic chart. Please see below for more. Pay for one, get three. Now, if you would like to work with me one-to-one, please see my testimonials below. If you've yet to watch your Uranus 84-year cycle video, please see that on the screen. If you've yet to watch your Mars in Aries 6-week forecast, that's on the screen. And if you'd like to sign up for your free daily horoscope, fire to your device each morning so you can get your celestial pit stop each day, please see below too. So to summarize, I think it depends on your unique situation. If you're really reaching to the sky to seize a very important opportunity, I think you can push on. It doesn't mean to say you don't need to work at it. You need to manage all the energies I've described carefully. But if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you are thinking about retraining, you're not feeling that sole purpose, this could be a time of something closing down, but it may be because you choose to head in that different direction. And if you do follow that sole purpose, that will guide you perfectly. Now, when it comes to your love life, the fact that Venus, the planet of love, and Jupiter, the planet of optimism, are in that most beautiful link, it may be that Mars gives you the confidence to reach out to someone that you're attracted to. Because Venus is only 7 degrees away from Uranus, the planet which can be about things happening very, very quickly, there may be an unusual or unexpected connection you have that just lights you up. The key is having the confidence to go for it if it does. Now, in terms of your energy, I think if you are not finding your work or your responsibilities in life very enjoyable at the moment, the potential to feel rather drained and oppressed is quite strong. But there's also the potential to use your natural leadership skills, you're a cardinal sign, in order to guide yourself into a different territory. But that may require you to delegate, it may require you to be more authoritative, it may require you to say how you feel and not bottle up your feelings, or crucially, which can be a Cancer trait, withdraw from a tricky situation, hoping it will pass you by. It's much better to take on the challenge at this time. Wishing you all the best, Cancer. Take care and goodbye.